Hello, Amazon viewers. Today I'm here to review this all-in-one cheese plate, which is kind of a handy little convenience to your holiday and entertaining needs. Now, one of the things I will tell you is I do own two other ones that are similar to this, but a little bit different. And this is my least favorite out of all of the ones that I own. And I'm going to tell you why in a minute. So, the kind of first thing is this is a good thing to have if you do a lot of entertaining and that type of a thing. You can see that it has trays here or ridges here for crackers or olives or that type of things to keep them from infiltrating the actual cheese and meat plate here, whether it's a row of olives or honeycomb or crackers or bread. That keeps it separate because this is kind of a raised area. Now, the reason this isn't my favorite one of these is you can see it's wood all throughout. A lot of the other ones that I have that are the same price have kind of recessed grooves, and the top is actually a removable slate or even marble that you can take in and out. It's just when you're cutting wedges of cheese or whatever on wood, it's going to get grooves in there. It's going to get chips, and eventually the finish is going to wear off. Whereas slate and marble, although it can crack, slate and marble tends to be more of a classy looking surface than this kind of cheap bamboo, and also it's a little bit more sturdy when it comes to actually cutting onto it. So that's my big gripe with this thing, is that it doesn't have a marble or stone insert on the top. It's all wood. Now, you might like that because it's a little bit easier to clean and if you store and that type of a thing. So you get two of these little cups on the side, which are good for, I guess, nuts, olives, that type of a thing. I will say the cups are a little deep, to be honest with you. If you're putting dip in that type of thing, either a dip or some kind of a relish in there, it's going to be a little bit hard to get to the bottom of the cup with one of these spreader knives that you can see are here. It's not going to be terrible, but so you get 4 of these knives in this pull-out tray, which is kind of designed pretty well. You get 2 of these like paint pen type things, which you use to write on these, and you can see you only get 2 of these, but it's nice because when you put it in the cheese, it shows what it is. I think if they made this a little bit thinner, you'd be able to have 4 of them, and most people have 3 or 4 different cheeses on a cheese plate. So while these are great, I do wish that they included 4 of them and made them a little thinner instead of just 2. You can see that another thing about this, the cups are removable. Then they give you this kind of side plate as well, which you could put, chips, dip, whatever in. And it doesn't really match, to be honest with you, this plate, which is a little bit strange. You can see the wood is a different color altogether. It's like a tanner, type of wood without that blonde tone. So it's kind of strange that the plates wouldn't necessarily match as well. But other than that, these implements, they're not razor sharp, but they're sharp enough for what you need. They slide back in this drawer here, which is kind of hidden. You want to make sure that there's nothing wet that drips in there, because obviously that goes right into that drawer mechanism. And it's kind of easy to pick up and serve. It is heavyweight. One of the things is, I can't flip it over, but I will show you on the bottom there are 4 nubs, like 4 little mini legs. They're made of a very hard rubber. Those will scratch tables. So I do wish there was a little bit of a softer rubber on the bottom as well. But overall, this is going to make a good gift. It's going to be good for you if you're entertaining and that type of thing. It's just not my favorite one for the price that I have, mostly because of the stone top. After washing and that type of thing, I can already see, and I've owned things like this in the past, it's going to separate. They're going to be little cracks and that type of thing. But for a year or so, you'll have some good use out of this.